Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to a new series of Hellish in the Kitchen. Today we're going to be making a Jaffa cake. Not ones that are about like that come in little blue and orange packets. Not the ones that come in the white packets, the cheapy ones. No, today we're going to be making one this size. And I'm going to show you just how easy it is to do, because even somebody like me, who isn't a big cook or a great baker or anything like that, I can make one. Basic cake ingredients. We'll start at the bottom, we'll make the cakey bit. Sugar and flour, eggs, some marge or butter or something, I don't know what that is. And we need a bowl. Now, this is quite a big Jaffa cake. So, Jaffa cake, Jaffa cake, Jaffa cake. There we go, that'll do. I've got some scales. Yes, I've got to guess how much I need to make. Basic sponge is 100 marge to 100 flour, 100 sugar and 1 egg. It's the basic mixture, but that only makes a little bit. So I'm going to do, well, this is 500. Let's do that. I broke it. 0. Yeah, that's better. Get the rest of this out. Oh. Yeah. Get it off. Right, that's near enough. Near enough 500. Right, so when I've got that, caster sugar. Doesn't matter what kind. Lots of sugar. So that is now a kilogram of ingredients. Now, you can whisk this with electric stuff, or if you haven't got one like me, you can smash the hell out of it with a spoon. Now, I don't really measure ingredients that well. I barely even follow recipes most of the time. But you don't really need to all the time. That's what makes every meal different, I suppose. If you forget to put something in, or think something else should be put in instead. Right. So it's starting to be just one big goo. When there's no sugar left, it's pretty much done. What you want to do is really just give it a little bit of a smash around, especially if you're using a wooden spoon. Get some air into it. Right, now, it's this point you've got to double check that you remember to put the oven on. Yes, my oven's on, it's a fan oven and it's got some heat. It's set to about 180, that's probably a little bit high. I'm going to put it down to 160, we'll see how that pans out. Self-raising flour. Let's sieve it. I don't know if you have to sieve it, I'm going to though. About 100 grams will do for a start. 100 grams, 100 grams, 100 grams. Sieve, 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 sieve. Sieve. A bit more. There we go. About 100. Eggs. Right. Let's put an egg in. Gently mix. We were smashing it about before. I'm not smashing it about now. There we go. Nice and gently, kind of folding it round on top of itself. Don't leave it too long though, because it all goes bad. There we go. Foldy, foldy. Sorted. And when you can't see any other bits, no more flour, no egg, Back on the scales. Back with the flour. Another 100. Go, 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 go. Stop, 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 stop. And another egg. Right, that's 5 eggs in. So, 5 eggs, 5 lots 100 grams of flour, 500 grams of the buttery stuff. Is it butter? Pass. And 500 sugar. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. If you want the recipe, go to the website, and the website address is www.rewindtheyoutubevideoandhavealook.com/ might need to do it a couple of times. Our mixture is nearly ready. And it's looking pretty good. Got a few more bits to fold in to get rid of all the last bits of flour. There we go. Mixture. You can taste it if you want. If you're pregnant or any of those categories, don't do that. It's got raw eggs in it. Right, so next stage. Don't know. Right. We need to sort this out. There's a couple of different ways you can do this. Most of these are fairly non-stick anyway, so you don't have to do anything. You could put greaseproof paper in there, which I might do, or you could smear some of the marge around and then drop some flour in, knock it about, and that gives a nice little lining. But I kind of used all the marge, so can't do that. Right. Now, you don't have to stand with your legs wide apart when you're doing this bit, but it does help. Right, so I just pushed it in and it makes a nice little crease for me to cut round. Come on. There we go. It's in. So let's have a strip. Hey! Here's other, never mind. Okay, there's one for one side. There you go. Here we are. That'll do. Doesn't quite reach all the way around, but I'm not the expert of. Never mind. Now let's dollop this in. Our cakey mixture. Oh yes. Again, legs wide apart. Not too wide though. Don't go much more than shoulder width. Yeah, let's get it all in there. Smash this about. Gently smash it about. Don't want to beat it to death. That'll do. That's all right. Our oven's been warming up for a while now. It's flaming hot in here, but it's going to get hotter because I'm going to open the door and shove it in. I'm just going to have a quick look and make sure the shelves are in the right place. No, they're not. Of course they're not. Let's lob this in. Right, don't slam the door like that. And now leave it closed if you can. If you can see through the front, check it that way. If you can't see through the front, just open it a crack, just have a look. You're going to try and keep the temperature pretty much constant. Right, I'm going to put that on for a bit. And we'll see how it does. While that's cooking, we can tidy up. Like that. Now, let's prepare for the next phase. So, in the next phase, we will need some chocolate. I'm using cheap chocolate because it's, to be honest, I quite like it. It's quite nice. Some marmalade. Now, it's up to you whether you have the bits in. I like the bits. Pan and a glass bowl to to melt the chocolate. You can do it in the microwave, but I always burn it. Right, it's had about 20 minutes. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, it looks good. Ah, it's gonna be a big cake. Right, let's continue for another 10 minutes. See what happens. Right, alarm's going off. Time to test again. Little look. Oh, it's looking quite nice and golden brown on top. I think we're gonna have to get a close look. Right, okay. Oh yes. First test, I wobble it. The top wobbles a little bit when I move it. So it's a little bit wibbly, which means it might not be very cooked inside. Gently tap the top. It's bouncing quite a bit. I don't think it's cooked. I'm going to slide the knife in through one of these cracks towards the centre. You see, look, it's dirty. It's come out with some goo on it. That means it's not ready. And I'm going to give it another probably 10 to 15 minutes. Now, because the top's going golden, I'm going to sort it out. I'm going to whack some of this on top and it'll stop it from burning. That's the plan. Careful, very hot. Right, it's an important phase when you don't know what you're doing is to check it. I think we're all right. Time for another test. Let's get it out. Let's get it up. Hey. Still looks okay. Let's get in. Okay. So I've just stabbed it, and hopefully that's in focus. But there is next to nothing on there. It's just like grease, like the natural moisture in the cake. That's all that's on there. There's no goo. So it's ready. So, geez, that was 20 minutes uncovered and 10 minutes covered with foil at 160 in a fan assisted oven. And in gas mark, that's check on Google. This now needs to cool, so we'll move it to one side. Our cake's cooled down a bit, so it's time to see if we can release it from its cage. First things first. Ooh, catch release there on this particular cake tin, which means it should lift up. Oh, hang on. Oh, well, that's a good start. Oh, yes. There's only one problem. Still on the base. We need to really get it on a cooling rack. What's that? Right. 1, 2, 3. I think it might need a little bit teasing off. Release me! Come off! I command thee, disembark. There we go. I think we're off. Oh yes. Oh yes. And the final phase. Ooh. There we have cake. It's still warm, and we can't do the rest until it's cool, because if you put the marmalade on or the chocolate stays melted for too long, it runs everywhere, you end up with a right mess. Our cake is cool. It's not completely cool yet, but touching the surface, it's not really hot in any sort of way. It's just ever so slightly warm in the middle, so I think we're going to be alright with that. First things first, get some water in my pot. I'm going to whack that on the cooker. Put a little bowl in it. So, while that's heating up, we can start with our marmalade. Oh. On the actual little treat thing, cake, it's not covered completely, so we have to be careful. I'll get a clean knife. Now, this can be a right pain in the backside to do, but if you mash it up inside the jar first, it's a lot easier. And I'll be careful, because I've done this before, smash the jar. There was glass in the cake and everything. Needless to say, we didn't eat that one. And that helps us spread it. For a cake this big, we're going to need just over half a jar. But for most cakes, you might need about half a jar. Probably need a little bit more. That's bubbling lots, so I'm going to turn it down to the minimum heat. And because we smashed up inside the jar, it's nice and easy to spread. It's not lumpy. Not very lumpy anyway. And we can go up to about, leave a couple of centimetres, maybe 2 or 3 centimetres round the edge. There we go, that's starting to get it now. Yeah, nearly. Yes. Come on, bit more. Right. So that can now kind of sort of set. Well, it won't set, but that doesn't matter. Chocolate. Time to go over to the hob. Now, put it on a high heat. As soon as it started bubbling, turned it straight down. Minimum setting. Now I'm going to be putting in about 200 grams of dark, cheap chocolate. Good chocolate. Just poke the chocolate around gently and slowly until it's all melted. Once there's no lumps, take it off hob, like that. And then it needs to cool down again. And the reason for that is we don't want it too hot. If you put it hot on the marmalade, it could go horribly wrong. Okay, so the chocolate is now warm. It's no longer hot. Let's get it on the cake. Now, I don't want too much to just be in the middle. So I need to dribble as I go, because you can't spread it very well on the marmalade. You don't want to disturb the marmalade. Yeah, right. Gently, as so we don't disturb the marmalade. Now if you want, you can try and cover the edges as well. However, this usually just ends up in a massive mess. At least it does when I do it. And remember, you don't want to do it perfectly. Never make a perfect cake, because then people won't believe you made it. There we go. And I'm just going to draw little lines across it like that. Give it a bit of a pattern. First things first, whack it in the fridge for like 30 seconds. What that does, it cools the outer surface of the chocolate and stops it running around or moving from this, and you keep your pattern, because that pattern can melt and become soft, especially if your chocolate's quite warm. Next thing to do is take it out after about 30 seconds and leave it to cool naturally. You don't want to leave your cake in the fridge, it won't do it any good. And after that, eat it. there we go. One giant Jaffa cake. Pretty easy to make. Basic round cake, shove some marmalade on the top, and then some chocolate. I'm quite happy with that. I made some before, they're quite nice. And well, there's only one thing to do, and that's say goodbye for now. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like. Pop any comments and questions you like down in the comment section below the video. And well, the League of Super Ultra Mega Geeks are coming round tonight to roleplay, so I guess they're in for a treat. Bye for now.